getting back to the numbers, if you think about royalties on records, right? And I had a pretty standard record contract, which is like a 20%, which actually is pretty.
Yeah.
That's actually a nice record contract, 20%, right? 20%. Even if it was $10 a record times 180,000 records, that's 1.8 million. 20% of that, you could do the math. It's like 300,000, right? And then, and then basically you take some taxes out of that, like. And they had already given me an advance. So I made no money on those two records, right? And it was great because obviously I have publishing. I wrote and produced everything, so my money's happening in publishing.
Most people don't have that.
Yeah, but in terms of record royalties, that's a couple 100,000, right? So when I actually sold my record directly, no middleman. I sold my tickets directly, no middleman. 15,000 records times $10, that's 150,000. I went straight to my pocket. And then the beauty of actually knowing every single person who bought my record means that when I went on tour, I can send a text to them.
I'm in your city.
Right? I'm in your city. Nobody goes to concerts alone. And also concert tickets cost 4 times as much as the album. So my concert ticket for my show is $40. So $40 times 40,000 tickets that we sold in Europe behind that album is the Less is More album that I did, 40,000 tickets. Less is More, Black Mozart, MZRT albums. That's $1.6 million. I mean, the math is totally crazy, and I don't need to go platinum. I don't need 500,000 people. I need 40,000 people.
We got Ryan Leslie talking about how much he made signed versus independent. When you are signed to a record label, they're not going to give you that much money on a record, right? You will be lucky if you make $1 per album. If you sell 50,000 copies, you're going to make $50,000 if they don't charge you for all the marketing and all the recoupable expenses. If you're an independent artist, right, you're going to get all the money from an album. If you sell 5,000 copies at $10 a piece, how much is that? It's the same amount of money that you would make if you were with a record label and you got your $1 per copy. You just got to sell a much smaller amount of records as an independent artist to make the same money that you would as a signed artist, and people would clown you if you don't go gold or you don't go platinum. You have to think about this when you're an independent versus signed. I know a lot of y'all want to be signed because you want to be famous. You want your songs on the radio. You want to hear your shit in the club. You want to see your stuff at NBA games. You want to be in the Rolling Stone and Double XL, and you want to be in a freshman class. I get all that. But a lot of those people who you see with all that notoriety, they're fucking broke and they don't own their music. Everything you see on social media isn't real. And it's crazy that we still gotta say this, but it's the truth. You know who has money and you know who's dumb. And in the music industry, the people who have the money are the people that own their shit. And 9 times out of 10, that's the independent artist.
Gotta get more cash. Gotta get more gas. Gotta buy more time.